Hello, everybody. This is your daily real estate practice exam question. Simple one today, but a great one submitted by our Facebook group. So if you aren't a member already, click the links down in the description below and join our Facebook community. I answer questions directly there. I will notify you of webinars that are coming up. So there's a lot of great reasons to be a member of the Facebook group. So without further ado, though, Sarah and Scott bought a house as tenants in common. If Sarah dies, A, Scott inherits Sarah's interest. B, Scott keeps his own part and Sarah's heirs get Sarah's interest. C, the result is the same as it would be if they were joint tenants. D, the rules of community property apply. So let's cancel these two out. Rules of community property apply because depending on what state you're in, you might say, I don't know what community property is. Or you might say, hey, I know what that is, and I don't know if Sarah and Scott are married. And that's correct. So this isn't a community property question. However, we're also going to say that joint tenants and tenants in common are different, and we'll talk about how they're different. So, one of the things with joint tenants, and this is how I remember joint tenancy versus tenants in common. Tenants in common, typically, you are common people to one another. It's one of the reasons why they call it tenants in common. So, you typically, in a tenants in common situation, maybe you're investors, maybe you're people who don't know each other outside of a business application. So, you would want to make sure that your interest in the property could be passed to your family, your loved ones, your individual interests, okay? And vice versa. Anyone else that you would be in the ownership of the property with, they would want to make sure that it goes to their heirs and their family and their friends. And I always say joint tenancy, that has the unity of time, title, interest, and possession as a requirement. And why is there a requirement of time, title, interest, and possession? Well, the reason is because you don't want to accidentally go into joint tenancy because, and I always say this, joint tenancy, that's the kind of people that you'll be smoking a joint with. Joint tenancy has to do with people that you are going to have rights of survivorship, which means you're ultimately giving up the right to devise it via will, okay? And to devise property means to will it, okay? And so in this example, Scott would not inherit Sarah's interest because they weren't joint tenants, okay? In this example, Scott keeps his own part and Sarah's heirs get Sarah's interest because in tenants in common, Sarah has the right to will their interest to her heirs. So, guys, I hope you like that one. As always, click that like button, click subscribe, and I'm going to see you guys real soon.